Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are tackling a fascinating coding problem called Constrained Subsequence Sum. This is often considered a hard dynamic programming problem, but we are going to break it down step by step so it becomes easy to understand. Let's first understand what we are asked to do. We are given an array of integers called numbers, and a single integer k. Our goal is to find the maximum possible sum we can get by selecting a subsequence of these numbers. Here is a simple example. If we have the numbers 10, 2, -10, 5, and 20, and our k is 2, we can pick 10, 5, and 20 to get a sum of 35. But why are we allowed to pick these specific numbers? It all depends on the constraint. The rule is simple but strict. If you pick two numbers for your subsequence, and they are consecutive in your selection, their original indices cannot be too far apart. Specifically, the difference between their indices must be less than or equal to k. This basically means you cannot skip more than k-1 numbers at a time. This structure suggests dynamic programming. Let's define a state, dp of I. This will represent the maximum subsequence sum that ends exactly at index I. To calculate this, we can look back at valid previous positions that we could have jumped from. Here is the formula. To find the best score at index I, we take the value at index I and add the maximum dp value from the previous k positions. If all previous results are negative, we are better off not adding any of them and just starting fresh at index I. However, there is a problem. If we implement this naively, for every number, we look back k steps. This gives us a time complexity of O of n multiplied by k. If n and k are both large, say 100,000, this solution will be too slow and likely result in a time limit exceeded error. So, how do we fix this? The bottleneck is finding the maximum value in that window of size, k. We do not need to scan the window every single time. We just need an efficient way to query the maximum. The perfect data structure for this is a monotonic Deque. We will store indices in a double-ended queue. We keep the values corresponding to these indices in decreasing order. This means the front of the Deque will always hold the index of the maximum value for our current window. Here is the full algorithm. First, remove any indices from the front that are too old and out of range. Second, calculate the current dp value using the front of the Deque. Third, before adding our current index, remove any indices from the back that have smaller dp values than our current one to maintain that decreasing order. By using this sliding window optimization, we reduce the time complexity to O of n. Every element is added and removed from the Deque at most once. The space complexity is O of k, since the Deque never grows larger than the window size plus the dp array size of n.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.